because my computer might be. Okay, Pilates Hotties. Let's go ahead, stand up. We have rain today. It's been raining since yesterday. We haven't had rain in almost a year, so it's pretty exciting outside right now. Feet underneath the pelvis, grounding through the feet, lengthening up the spine. Feel how as you push the floor away from you, your abs turn on without even having to do anything. Take a big inhale up. Exhale it all out. Another big inhale up. Exhale to roll over to your toes. Gentle roll forward. Maybe you're bending the knees. And come to just hanging forward, letting the spine just hang out. See that your feet are hip width apart, toes are facing forward. Any little movement, maybe a bounce of the spine, just let go here. And then you're going to begin to walk your hands to your plank. Holding at your plank for a moment and then walk back to your toes. Do that 2 more times. Walk out to your plank. Draw those abs in, stabilize, walk back to your toes. We walk out to our plank and we hang out there. Holding in our plank, draw the abs up and in. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Wrap the ribs into the body. Pull the belly up and in. And then take it to downward dog. And pedal the knees out here. Pressing the heels back. Draw the abs up and in. Rolling your spine forward into your plank. Holding here, fold the right leg up. Point the toes 10 pulses up. Try to keep that pelvis still as you just engage the glute for 5. And lowering that foot back down, lifting the other leg up, point the toes, engage the glute, little lifts. 4, 3, 2, we lower that foot, take it to downward dog. Take a moment there. Inhale. And exhale, take it back to your plank. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Micro bend the elbows backwards and straighten. It's a baby tricep push-up, not a big one. Just a little press and straighten. 2 more. Last one to downward dog. Take a breath there. And we'll take the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hips, stretching out the right side body. I'm kind of addicted to this one now, friends, because it makes me feel so much better and loosened up before we get going. And then square the hips, step the foot through, reaching the right hand to the sky, take the twist. Reach the fingertips a little higher to the sky. And then bring that hand back forward, draw the abs in, and reach both hands up to the sky. Maybe you step your back foot in slightly, and then just bend and straighten the back knee. So we're in our lunges. Bend, press. 4. Feeling through that right hamstring and glute. Last one, hold it down, tiny little pulse down, down, down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hands to the mat, step back to your plank. Draw the abs up and in. Holding in your plank for a moment, and then take a breath, take it to downward dog. Take a breath there, and then reaching the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hips, stretching out the left side oblique. So it's letting the weight of the leg pull you open from your armpit all the way through the hip, through your thigh. And then square the hips, step that foot through. Take the left hand up to the sky, take the twist. Reaching the fingertips up a little bit higher. And then bring that hand to the mat. Take both hands up to the sky. Maybe you step your right foot in a little bit. And then just bend and straighten. And bend. For 5. Step the shoulders away from the ears. Pull the abs in. Hold this one down, tight pulse down. For 4, 3, 2, bring both hands back onto the mat. Step the right foot forward. Roll yourself up to stand. And then we're coming into our squats. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Hip hinge and come up and squeeze the booty. Hinge, up and squeeze. So it's not about bending the knees, it's about pushing your butt back, which bend the knees bend. It's not bend the knees to make the squat, it's push your bum back. For 5, breathe. 2, the next one stays down and we hold and then we pulse, pulse down. Reach the hands up to the sky for 5. And last one, hands back down to the mat, step back into your plank, and take a breath there. Draw the abs up and in. Bend your elbows. Keep bending them to slowly lower your body all the way down to meet on the mat and let everything just relax on the mat. Folding the forearms together, moving forward to the forearms. Shake the pelvis out, let go of any tension there. We're gonna just breathe here for a moment, feeling how you can let your abs completely relax into the mat. And then you can start to magnetize your belly button up into your spine. And let it release. Draw the abs up, pull the belly up off the mat, and let it release. Pull the abs up and in, hold it, and now bring the right leg up off the mat, and lower. Left leg up off the mat, and lower. So you're just lifting the thigh by engaging the abs and engaging the glutes. Shoulders are relaxed. Do one more single leg. And then we'll float both legs up and lower. Both legs lift and lower. Both legs lift and hold. Turn the toes out and kick the heels together. A little tap of the heels together. Long legs, firm the booty. Tap, tap. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the legs all the way down to the mat. Shake it out. Reach back behind you with your right hand and grab your right foot. And just take a moment there, stretching out the hip flexor and the quad. Breathe. Take 2 more breaths there. And we'll release that. Other leg, bring it back. Stretch. Take 1 more breath there. And release that. Keeping the legs down on the mat, keeping the forehead attached to the forearms. Magnetize your abs up off the mat. Keep your pelvis pressing down and float your upper body just an inch or 2 off the mat. And lower. And lift. And lower. One more time. Lift and hold. Float the thighs up off the mat. Send the arms long in front of you. And then pull your elbows in to touch your rib cage. And reach forward. Pull your elbows in to reach the rib cage. And reach forward. One more time. Reach forward, refold the arms, and lower the head all the way back down. Shake everything out. One more time there. Draw the abs up and in. Press the pelvis into the mat, and then float the arms and legs up off the mat. Send the arms forward. Pull the elbows in to touch the rib cage, and lengthen the arms forward. Pull in, and reach. One more time. Pull in. Reach forward, fold the arms, lower everything down, and take a breath. We're gonna press the hands into the mat, gently press yourself back to a child's pose, and take a breath there. Reaching fingertips forward. Nose and booty come together. And then you're gonna, on your next exhale, roll yourself up onto your hands and knees. Knees underneath your pelvis. Hands underneath your shoulders, draw the abs in and round your spine into your cat. And into your shine heart core. Again, into your cat. Into your cow. Back into your neutral position, side shoulders away from the ears. Draw the abs up and in. Extend the right arm and the left leg long. Return to center. Other side. And back to center. And lengthen. And center. One more time like that. Back to center. Now, without shifting too much, right arm, right leg, extend away from the body. So same side of the body. We haven't done this one in a long time. And bring it back to center. Left arm, left leg. Same side of the body. You reach it away without shifting over too much and back to center. 2 more times. Right side. And center and left. Engage those abs. This time as the right side goes out, we're gonna hold it out. And then the knee and the elbow are gonna come to touch and extend. Knee and the elbow touch, extend. One more time. Knee and the elbow touch, extend and hold, and bring everything back to the mat. Other side, you lengthen, and then knee and the elbow touch, extend. One more time. And bring it back to center, rounding into your cat, into your cow, back to neutral, roll the toes under, draw the abs in, hover the knees an inch up off the mat. Hanging in your hover. Draw the belly in, step the right toes in an inch, left toes in, right toes back, and left. Start with the left, go in, out, out, switch, in, out, switch. One more each way. And in, and meet in your hover, hold. Draw the belly in deeper, knees down, press back, child's pose, take a breath. Coming back up, turning the fingertips towards your knees, and a small little rotation here to stretch out the forearms. And reverse it. Then back to center, turn the back of the hand down, and then shift back just a little bit and just take a breath there. Stretching out the forearm. One more breath. Bringing it back to center. And then let's come to sit on your bum. Grabbing your band, but having all of your toys next to you. So we can easily grab them. So you know, tall with your band or block or whatever you have. Lengthen, press out into the band, drop the shoulders, lift up out of your pelvis, tuck, and let the pelvis go back an inch and back an inch. Pulling your pubic bone towards your face, and then we'll go all the way down to the mat. Take a long stretch here. Inhale, exhale, hands to the sky, lift the head neck towards, reach up. Keep reaching up and forward. Reach up and reach and round and reaching forward, and then scoop and roll an inch back and an inch. So we go very slow and controlled as we press the spine all the way back down to the mat. Take a long stretch. Inhale, exhale, hands up, hands stay in front of the shoulders the whole time. So even as we lift, they stay in line with the shoulders. Reach. Pull the abs in so the shoulders in. Reach forward, we roll back halfway. Halfway. Pull the abs in, relax the thighs, and then a little press out into the band. Press out. For 5. And hold, take it back an inch. Take it back another inch. Come up a tiny inch, up a tiny inch. Go back, back, tiny, up, up. One more time, tiny, back, back, tiny, up, up, and all the way down. Inhale, exhale, hands up, roll up, up, up and over. Reaching, reaching, reaching. This time roll back halfway. Press out into the band. And try to first let go of the legs. So you don't want the quads and the hip flexors doing all the work. Pull your abs in so tight that now your right leg can lift a micro inch up off the mat and lower. Left leg a micro inch and lower. So tiny movement that you feel happening from the abs. Stabilizing on one side while the other side works to lift. One more each way. Hold here. Just hold, relax the shoulders, hold. Lift out of your pelvic floor, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. We go up and over and dive to the toes, take a stretch. Reaching forward. Hooking onto your right foot. And we roll down, taking that leg up to the sky. And we stretch here. Pushing the right hip away. Pushing the right sits bone forward, and then little bend and straighten. And then holding the leg straight, maybe come back a little bit further. Relax the shoulders, we come back a little bit further. Push the right sits bone forward, bring that leg back just a little bit further, hang out there for a couple breaths. Breathing into the back of the leg. On your next exhale, we'll release that and come into calf stretch, hooking whatever you have onto the toes. Coming a little bit down to the leg so the calf can be really the focus here. Pull the toes down, push the heel up. And we'll point and flex, and point, and flex, and point, flex, and pull, push the heel to the sky. And then back to the center of the foot, spiraling the thigh, opening out to the side for the inner thigh stretch. Pushing that left hip down into the mat as the right inner thigh opens, you push that right heel away from you. Breathe. So one more breath there. And we'll extend that leg up to the sky in your exhale, anchoring the back pocket down, the leg come a little bit across the body, pushing the right hip away, back pocket down. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Push the right hip away from you. And then on your next exhale, we release into the spinal twist, so the leg fall across the body in the opposite direction. One more breath there. Extend that leg out to straight on the mat. And then grabbing onto your band to peel yourself up and over, diving up and over, taking the stretch forward, and then grabbing onto the left leg, roll all the way down. Left leg up to the sky and breathe. Just easing into the hamstring. Maybe we start to bend it straight in. And then keeping that leg up, and we start to breathe a little bit deeper. And a little bit deeper, pushing the left hip away, lengthening out of the back thigh. One more breath. And then onto the toes for your calf stretch. Pulling the toes down, heel up. 3 point and flex. And hold the toes down, heel up. And then back to the center of the foot, spiraling the thigh, opening out to the side for inner thigh stretch. Keep pushing your right hip down. And breathe. Going a little bit deeper, actively stretching it. Let's take one more big inhale and exhale there. Into the inner thigh. We'll sweep that leg back up to the sky, up and over across the body. Stretch to the side of the hip, anchoring your back pocket down. Breathe into it. Can you push your left hip a little bit further away from you, keeping it squared off with the right hip. 2 more breaths here. And then into your spinal twist, let the leg fall across the body moving in the opposite direction. And then we'll release that leg out, shake it out, long and loose. We're gonna bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. Couple times to arch and input your spine to find yourself back into neutral. And then wide through the collarbone, we'll reach the hands up to the sky. Inhale to exhale, we'll lift the head, neck, and shoulders to reach the fingertips forward and then come 1 more inch forward and lower back down. We lift and reach and lower. 2 more like that, pulling forward from the upper abs just to lift them up. Let's come up on the next one and hold it. We just do reaches to the heels, little reach, reach,
You see how you can move your upper body while stabilizing your lower half for 5. The pelvis doesn't move at all. And last one, lower all the way back down to the lunge stretch. And then bring the hands back down to the sides, draw the abs in, staying in neutral to bring the legs one at a time to tabletop. Relax the shoulders, draw the belly in, marching right toes forward and left and lift. Our simple march that always is a good place to start to remember where is the pelvis staying while we add that movement. I know the first couple I do, my pelvis doesn't want to stay in place. I have to really focus and be like, you cannot move, turn on abs, don't go into my low back, which I love to do. It's a constant work in progress. 2 more like this, keeping that pelvis so still. Squeezing from your pelvic floor, drawing your belly in. Last one, bring it all the way up, give the knees a little hug. And then bring the feet down to the mat, hands up to the sky. You probably already have your ball in place. I don't. Roll all the way up, grab your ball or block, roll all the way down and place. Actually, before we place it in the thighs, we're gonna bring the legs one at a time to tabletop. Then place it in between the thighs. So the legs can lift on their own. Flex the feet, knees are hovering over the hips, ankles in line with the knees. You can balance your T on your shins, relax your shoulders, soften the ribs, and just squeeze and release. So you want whatever you have as deep into your thighs as you can get it, not just in the knees. Get deep in those inner thighs. Feel how as you squeeze, your whole center can narrow in. Exhale, squeeze it in. Your belly draws in even deeper with each squeeze. For 5. 3, 2, hold it in tight and tiny pulses in, tighter for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, fingertip touch behind the ears, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. We're gonna draw the knees and the elbows to each other. So we're gonna do a mini hip lift and then lower it back to legs in neutral, head down. Come up, mini hip lift, back into neutral. Exhale, squeeze the ball. You hit back to neutral. And squeeze for 3. So you do round your back to lift your hips because you have to. And then you find your way back to neutral. Last one. Back to neutral, lower the head, release the arms to the side, squeeze the ball, draw the belly in tight, relax the shoulders, and let your legs go just a little bit forward, re-squeeze the ball, and draw the legs up. Lower, squeeze the ball, and drag up. Lower, and lift. Wrap the ribs in for 4. If you want, you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders up, reaching your fingertips forward. We're almost at the end of this one. Squeeze the ball. 2, lift, breathe, squeeze on the lift, and lift and hold. Place your feet on the mat, relax your head down, relax your arms by your sides, squeeze the ball in as tight as you can, and then tuck your pelvis and roll your hips to a bridge. Squeeze the ball and roll all the way down. Rolling up, squeezing the ball in, hips high in your bridge, all the way down. 3 more like that, planting the feet down into the mat, and all the way down. 2, pushing the knees forward, squeeze the ball or the block, and then lift and hold it up, and little pulses in, pulse in. For 5. And last one, rolling all the way back down, all the way to neutral, grabbing your ball, bringing your legs one at a time to the table. The ball comes in between the ankles, hands reach to the sky. Inhale, exhale, lift the head, neck, shoulders, press your hands to your hips, extend your legs away at a high diagonal, draw the knees in, head back down. Inhale, exhale, hundreds, prep. And lower it down. Hundreds, prep and hold, squeeze the ball, and then pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. So the legs could be up to the sky, they could be in tabletop, they could be all the way out at 45 degrees. Where do you feel your abs working the most? Inhale and exhale. Inhale, keeping tension on the ball. Inhale and exhale. Halfway there. Pull your abs in deeper. You can see your abs. Pull them away from your gaze for 3, 2. Reach the fingertips a little bit forward. Last set. Inhale And exhale, just hold it tight, squeeze the ball, and then drag the legs up, hug it all the way in, and relax. Taking the ball out from the ankles, bring your feet down. Take the feet as wide as the mat and windshield wiper the legs in and out. Let go of any tension, because sometimes when we start to activate those inner thighs, the hip flexors really would like to take over. And we'll bring you back to center. Legs to table. Extend the legs up to the sky. Holding whatever you have in your hands, hold it in the heel of your hands. So the fingertips are free. The heel of the hand is holding it. Push in with the heel of the hand so you feel it wrapping from your low back. Draw the belly in and then just reach up to your ankles and lowering it back down. Stay in neutral, lift and lower. And lift, reach. Breathe. Up. For 3, 2, last one, lift and hold. Take the left leg out long, right leg pulses into the ball, pulse it in. Can it come to the ball for 5, 4, and hold, take the left leg up, right leg long, pulse the leg into the ball, pull in, breathe, squeeze the ball for 4, 3, 2, both legs up, and hug it all the way in and relax. So your head rocks side to side. We'll bring the feet down to the mat, keeping the ball in the hands, relax the shoulders, press the feet down, draw the abs in, rolling yourself all the way up under your sits bones, and roll back halfway. Relax the shoulders. We're gonna sweep over to the right and draw figure eight up and over to the left. We just go around and around. So just trying a little figure eight, keeping your roll back to where your back is protected. 2 more each way, reach and around, keeping the pelvis as still as you can. Last one each way. Bring it all the way back to meet at center and come all the way up to sit. Hold on to the ball, relax the shoulder blades down, lift up tall. Let's lift the right leg to the table. Shift back slightly, lift the left leg up to table. We're gonna take the ball and the legs to the sky and bring the ball forward, tap the toes down. We just go lift and lower. We lift and lower one more time. Lift and hold, legs to table. Control your roll down to the mat. All the way down, the head can come down for a moment. Reset into neutral. Ball to the thighs, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Extend the left leg long, pushing the right knee into the ball and the ball into the right thigh. And then we just go switch. So the leg stays coming in just to tabletop. The ball stays at hip level, hip height, or I guess hip right above the hip section. However, I could properly say that. Press and press. Breathe for 4, 3, staying in neutral, 2, last one each way. We bring it back to center and hug it in and relax. Place the feet down for a moment. Let the knees fall over to the left together. And then together over to the right. One more time each way like that. They just go over and over and back to center. We'll bring the legs to the table. So we'll bring the legs up and then let's bring the ball in between the ankles again. Legs to table, hands up, float head, neck, and shoulders up, reaching your fingertips towards your ankles. Extend the arms and legs long, circle, bring it to center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. For 4. Keeping strong in your center. Arms and legs move away, but they don't affect your core. 2. Last one. Bring it all the way back in and hug it and relax. Take the ball out for a moment. You bring your legs down. Legs back to table. Let's bring the ball back in between the thighs for a moment. Reach your arms out long in a T. Palms face the sky, or they can face down. What is going to allow you to have freedom in your collarbone and not tons of tension there. Squeeze the ball. Let the knees fall over to the right. Before they hit the floor, use your strong core to pull everything back to center and over to the left. And then strong core pulls those legs back up. Squeeze the ball. over, and pull from your center. And if you feel like bent knee isn't where you want to be, you could go to straight leg and you can let the legs fall over and then squeeze that ball, pull those legs back up and over. You've got 2 more each way, however you feel like it's best for your body to do it. Squeezing the ball, especially as you lift right back up. Keeping the collarbone wide, try to keep the shoulders on the mat. Don't let the legs take you all the way over. 1 more each way. Strong center. Last one. And bring it all the way back up. Legs to table. Reach the hands to the sky. Take the ball, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Extend the legs up, lower the left leg long. Right leg does a double pull in, so the legs pull, pull. Single straight leg stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull, pull. Scissor, pull, pull. 2 more each way. Last one. Bring it back to center and hug it all the way in and relax. Your head just relax. Coming into double straight leg lower. Leg ball comes in between the ankles. Fingertip touch behind the ears. Elbows wide to the sides. Extend the legs to the ceiling as you exhale to lift the head, neck, and shoulders, anchoring your pelvis in place. Inhale to let your legs lengthen. Exhale to drag the legs up. Lift from the upper abs. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Squeeze the ball. Lift from your low belly. For 4. 3. Squeeze on the lift. Imagine it's 100 pounds you're lifting up. 2 more. Keeping the pelvis so still. Keep your elbows wide to the sides. Last one. Squeeze and lift and hug it all the way in and relax. Take the ball out. Bring the feet down to the mat. Take a breath there. Ball is in the hands. Legs to table. Inhale. On your exhale, we lift the head, neck, and shoulders, extend the left leg long. We're going to take the ball, we're going to pass it underneath the right leg, and then we're going to switch, pass it under the left. We're going to go switch and switch. Reaching bottom rib to opposite hip. So crossing over the body as you reach that ball up and over. For 4, 3, 2. 1 more each way, friends. Bring it all the way back to center and hug it all the way in. Let your head rock side to side. Take a long stretch here. Reach that ball long behind you. Firm the back of the thighs down. Inhale, exhale, take the ball up to the sky. Inhale, exhale to roll yourself up, up, up. Take a stretch forward. And then come all the way up. Bend the knees, feet to the mat. Ball in the thighs, hands out, roll yourself all the way back down. You could walk your feet in a little bit now. Collarbone is wide. Squeeze the ball in, press the inside line of the foot into the mat, and then anchor your pinky toe down. Tuck your pelvis, roll your hips into your bridge. Squeeze the ball. Now hold up, come up a little bit higher, lengthen through the front of your body. Can your knees reach the wall in front of you? Tap your bottom down to the mat, press up, squeeze. Tap down, up, and squeeze. Down, up, and lift. Wrapping the ribs in. If you want, hands to the sky, squeeze. Press. For 4, 2. Last one, lift and hold it. Squeeze the ball in. For 5. Hold it, pulse the hips up for little pulses up. They go up, pull, up, pull, up, pull. For 5. Last one, lift the heels, tap your butt down, press up, squeeze. Down, up, and squeeze. So the arms can be on the mat or they're to the sky, whatever is giving you your best challenge today. Squeeze. Lift. Keeping the ball tight. And if you hate whatever you have in your thighs, you always can take it out. Holding it up. Lift a little bit higher, and then 10 pulses. Squeeze the blocker ball. For 5, Last one, grab the ball, drop the heels, walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat, move the hips higher. The ball is stationed right over your chest. Dig the heels down, lift the toes up, tap the butt down, press up and squeeze. Tap down, up and squeeze. Lower, up, lift. Down, up and squeeze. Hold this one up. And then tap the knees in slow motion open. There's a super tight rubber band on those thighs to go in and out. Keep the hips lifted, pull your pubic bone towards your face. Squeezing in and out. Hold them in, pulse the hips up, little lifts, lift. For 5, thighs tight, 3, hold it up, open the knees out, lift your hips higher, pulse it up, squeeze the ball. For 5, collarbone wide. Last one, drop the feet, walk the feet back to hip width apart. We're gonna roll all the way down, place the ball back in the thighs, roll all the way back up. Collarbone is wide, wrap the ribs in, extend the left leg long to the front, and then pulse the left leg in. The right side just stays tight for 5. Last one, place that foot down, push those hips up, lift, lengthen the right leg out, pulse the right leg in, eyes to the sky, 5. Last one, place that foot down, extend the left leg out again, and then lower the hips an inch and lift. We go down and press up, down and lift. Feeling that right hamstring and glute, 5 more, you got it. 3, last one, place that foot down, extend the leg out, small lower, lift, down, lift. For 5. Last one, lift and hold, place that foot on the mat, just squeeze the ball, go squeeze, squeeze. Pull your pubic bone towards your face, presses in, pulse in. This is it in our bridge for 5. Last one, rolling yourself all the way down into the mat, lowering everything down, placing the ball out to the side. And let's bring the right leg, right ankle over the left thigh, lifting the left leg up, thread your hands behind the thigh. Press the right elbow into the right thigh and pull the left leg in. And breathe. Press your tailbone down one more, pull that leg in a little bit deeper, one more breath here. And we'll switch sides. Pulling in. Push the left elbow to the left thigh. Breathe. One more breath, taking it to your deepest stretch. And we'll release that. Send the legs out straight, grab your ball and block one more time. Hold it, peel yourself up, up, up and over, reaching all the way forward this time. Take a stretch forward. And we're gonna keep the ball, but get your weights as well. So we'll sit up tall, place the ball or the block in your ankles here. And then holding onto the weights, roll the shoulder blades down, tuck your elbows into your sides. Lift and lengthen a little bit taller, draw the abs in, and just push the elbows to the sides as the arms open and close. Whatever you have in your ankles is being squeezed as well. Keeping the palms open, fingertips go out, thumbs reach to the back. So the wrist stays straight. If you have your cup of tea in your hand, it wouldn't fall out. Hold them open and pulse this back. Sit up taller, working those posture muscles. Imagine the top of your head is reaching the sky. So it's never the chin, it's can you push the top of your head all the way up for 4. Last one, bring the arms forward. Press the weights forward as you roll your body back halfway and hang out here. Draw the abs in, roll the shoulder blades away from the ears. Draw the belly in even deeper. Squeeze whatever you have in your ankles. Now, if this feels crazy, just hang out there. Otherwise, we're gonna draw the abs in, squeeze, and we're gonna lift the legs an inch. Ooh, and lower. 2 more times like that. Lift an inch. If that's okay, if it hurts your back, do not do it. And then lower the legs, hold. And then we're gonna bicep curl. Breathe. Friends, remember when I wanted a tortoise? I feel like a long time ago, I was talking about how I want a tortoise on my balcony, which obviously I never did. But I saw something the other day where this man has an African tortoise in China or something, hold the arms out, turn the palms towards each other, bend the right elbow, bend the left elbow. That is huge. That started out as a little tortoise that his wife gave him as a gift. And now it's huge and he takes it for walks. And so every day in town, you can see the tortoise going for a walk. It's like the cutest thing. So I'm like, maybe I should have got one. But I was kind of dying. They were like, we didn't expect it to be so big. Turn the palms out, palms down, and little presses in. Little pulse in. For 5. Last 1. Roll yourself down to the mat and take a long stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, hands over the shoulders, turn the palms towards each other. We're gonna roll up to our halfway point. Relax the shoulders down, hinge the arms open, and hug around a big balloon. Elbows pull back and hug around a big balloon. Maybe it wasn't in China, maybe it was Japan. I can't remember. It was definitely somewhere in Asia, and it was an African tortoise. And maybe we need that in New York. Pull that out in small little lifts. Pull the elbows up a little bit for 5. Last 1, bring it back to forward, sit up tall. The arms go back behind you, shifting your weight forward, working on our posture muscles, and we just pulse in. Numbers of the weights are to the sky. Your spine is lengthened. And then hold it in and just pulse them up, pulse up. For 5. Last 1, send the arms all the way up to the front and then up to the sky, sitting up as tall as you can, turn the numbers towards each other, and then just bend and straighten. Bend and straighten into the triceps. Can you sit up a little bit taller? Can you bring your biceps along your ears? Just 5 more here, and then we're into our side work. 3. Last 1, lift and hold, and then bring the weights all the way down, placing your weights to the side. You can do a quick little stretch across. And then across the other way. And release. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so sweaty and sticky. We're gonna lay on our right side. The humidity and then with the rain, the whole situation right now. It's really hot, but my plants are beyond happy that are out on my balcony. We're gonna lay all the way down, out onto our balance beam. Head can be down or head can be up. Your decision where you want it to be. It could also be laying on your ball or your block if that felt good for you. Legs come an inch forward, top leg lifts. Push the top hip away from you, sweeping the leg forward as far as you can. Point to move back. As far as I can means as far as your upper body will not move. In, press. So the top end can be a kickstand, can be on your hip, it can be on your abs, it can be wherever you need it to be. Maybe it's on your stomach, so your abs remember to pull in. The next one stays back, we do pulses. You feel your booty firm up off of the hamstring. And then bring it back to center, spiral the thigh to the sky as you lift, flex and pull it down. You lift, flex and pull. So controlling from your abs, so lift that leg up. Holding it to the sky, spiraling the thigh open, tiny stirs. And reverse. Flex the foot, the leg comes forward, and it sweeps straight back up to the sky. Comes forward, keep the spine curve in your lumbar. So try not to let your low back round forward. We want to keep the natural curve in the spine. Next time, it'll stay all the way down. Well, not all the way, but it'll stay in front of the hip, and little tiny kick then press, then press. For 5. And last one, bringing all the way back in, from the knees to our clamshells, angle the ankles up, open the top knee and close. Keep pushing the top hip away. You know you can always have both sides, or the bottom thigh on the mat, you don't have to have it up. And then we lift and hold and pulses up. For 5. And we add rotation, knee to knee, toe to ankle, knee to knee, toe to ankle. For 3. And then we'll keep the knee down, kick up and back at a diagonal. Come down, kick up, back at a diagonal. Extend. Next one, stay up and out and lengthen and small lift. For 5. And last one, bring it all the way back in and all the way down. Knees to our 90 degrees, push the top hip away, flex to the feet, sweep the top leg, open as far as you can without the pelvis moving, and lower. Lift and down. Lift. Abs pull in tight. Keeping your lumbar curve, keeping the top hip pushing away. The next one, come down halfway to hold it, stirs, little stir around. And reverse. And hold, kick the top leg out, draw it in. Kick out, squeeze, and in. Kick out, squeeze, and in. And hold it out, tiny pulse up, up, up. For 5. Last one, lower that leg all the way down, bottom leg, lift and lower, inner thigh, lift and down. So just get the top leg out of the way. If it feels better, if it's up, whatever, I just don't want it doing the work. I want inner thigh, lift and down. For 3, 2, and last one, lowering all the way down. Lift up, and then you're gonna swivel yourself up and over to the other side. And we'll just repeat that process. And then we'll go into our plank. All the way down onto your balance beam. And then bring the legs forward just a touch. Push the top hip away. And we lift, sweeping it forward, point and sweep it back. Let's bring it forward and point and sweep it back. Wrap the ribs in. Flex, point, sweep. Can the rest of the body stay super still? Maybe the side has more range of motion, maybe it doesn't. Stay where your upper body is stable. Next one stays all the way to the back. Pulse back. For 5. And then sweeping it forward, flex the foot. Oh, what did we do? I went right back to here, right? And then spiral, lift it up. And then close. Is that what it was, guys?
Yeah.
Sorry. It's because I started thinking we're laying on the balance beam, and then I was thinking about Simone Biles and her balance beam routine, where she got bronze now, and the pressure that's on her. So my brain went into this whole thing of Simone Biles, and then couldn't remember what we just did. Pull this one all the way up, spiraling the thigh open, and jaw circles. Keeping that leg long, hip still, reverse. And hold, flex the foot, sweep the leg forward and under the hip, and then sweep that leg up. It comes in line with the hip and sweeps right back up. So let that leg be heavy as you drag it back up with resistance. 2 more. Last one. We'll meet with it on the down now. Push the bum back and little tiny bend straighten. Knee is tracking forward. It's not turning down for 5. And last one, scoop it all the way back, bend the knees, clamshells, ankles in line, or heels are in line with the tailbone, and then lift the thighs, open the top knee and close. Lift and lower and lift. Squeeze that bone. Wrap the ribs in. And then lift and hold, small pulses up. For 3, 2, last one, knee to knee, toe to ankle, knee to knee. So the rotation happens inside the hip, but everything else stays still. And the knee stays down and it goes up and back at a diagonal. Down, up, back at a diagonal, text down, text squeeze. Hold. Up and small pulse up. For 5. And bringing it all the way back in. Knees forward to 90 degrees, flex of the feet, push the top hip away, we just sweep the top leg open and almost touch down. We lift, almost touch down, push your bum back. Lift. And then let's bring it down halfway, hold, and tiny stirs. Stirring it around and around. And we reverse. Hold it, kick the leg out, draw it in. Press out. Get long out of the hip. It stays in line with the hip as you kick. 4 more. 2. Lengthen. Last one, let's hold it out. Small pulse up. Squeeze the glute for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower the leg down. Bottom leg. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. I know it's super awkward. Lift. And lift for 5. Pull the abs in. 2. And last one, lowering it all the way down. Prop yourself all the way up. And this is where we now come into our plank. It is time for Neil's story. So hands or forearms, you pick where you want to be. They're underneath the shoulders, the hands, or the elbows. We're gonna come up. Neil, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so let's prep and get our legs long, and we're in our plank.
We arrived at a small concrete home where Barack's grandmother farmed vegetables and tended cows. Sarah was a short and wide with wise eyes and a crinkly smile. She was clearly delighted that we had come all this way to see her. She studied me for a while and asked, "Which of your parents is white?" I explained that in America, both my parents were as black as they come. She found this funny. She seemed to find everything funny. For dinner, she butchered a chicken and made stew. All the while, neighbors came in to congratulate Barack and I on our engagement. Night came, revealing a canopy of stars, a chorus of crickets, and the rustling of animals unseen. All the while, I felt snug and protected in that tiny home. I had a new job, a fiancé, an expanded family, and an approving Kenyan granny. I was far from the world I knew, and for the moment, it was all good. 3, 2, 1.
Down dog. And run the knees out. And then when you're ready, slow walk of your toes to your hands, lifting those hips up to the sky. And hanging out there in your forward fold. You can soften the bend of the knee. Shake everything out. See that feet are hip width apart. And then start to engage the abs, to roll yourself up, to lengthen your spine. Be longer, taller, and stronger. Let the head be the last thing that lifts. Roll your shoulder blades away from your ears. We'll take a nice big inhale up. Exhale it out. One more time, big inhale up.
And exhale. Thank you, Pilates Hotties, for joining me today.